So in the wake of this most recent school shooting, many of you may wonder, what is the best way to discuss what's going on with your kids? News Channel 5's Jonquil Newland spoke with a counselor this afternoon. Jonquil, any tips that you can pass along to help people here?
Yeah, well, Rory, incidents like this can be really hard topics for anyone to try and discuss with kids. Now, a few quick pointers: avoid instilling fear in our youth, leave your kids feeling empowered if possible, and avoid the conversations before bedtime.
That breaking news: students are running for their lives
after a student opens fire.
A nightmare that unfolded in a normally peaceful Western Kentucky community.
Another week, another school shooting. Less than a month ago, it happened in our backyard at Marshall County High School in Kentucky. This time it happened at a high school in Parkland, Florida.
It's kind of like, here we go again.
Like so many of us, licensed counselor Lauren Martin kept a close eye on the events that unfolded this afternoon.
There is like some desensitizing going on. Like it is almost like everyday life now.
As scenes like this continue to happen across the country, Martin says it's important to make sure our kids know there's always a door open for conversation, especially if your child brings it up.
What's their take on it? How did they hear about it? What are their friends saying about it? What are they fearful of?
Martin says asking questions like these can help you steer the conversation. And keep in mind, adults may not always have the answers, and that's perfectly fine.
I would want them to at least know my perspective before they find it from a possible unreliable source.
In the best case scenario, these conversations can lead to empowering our youth. For instance, letting a child know they have the power to say something if they see something that's odd or concerning.
We want to empower our kids to at least feel like they can protect themselves.
And Roy, it's also important to know we as adults need to make sure how we're feeling. Usually if we're anxious or overwhelmed, that's usually put off on the children that we're surrounded by.
They pick up on it, no doubt about it. Good advice. And we want to remind you to stay with News Channel 5 as we learn more about the lives taken in today's shooting and details surrounding the investigation. Remember, we're always on newschannel5.com.